Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this White Rabbit Cryptic Clue Theory video. This is wild. This is the wildest clue that we've had so far. I remember when we first saw it, I made the mistake of saying that I didn't think this one was going to be as deep as the last one. And, well, I was wrong about that because this has took us in some crazy directions. Obviously, there's going to be more things found. I just wanted to get this out there because we've put a video out already, just kind of giving you like the first impressions, but now we're going to really dig into some of the theories that are doing the rounds. Some of this is amazing. If you've not heard one of the things, it's going to blow your mind, right? So let's get started, shall we? So what it was it was a Morse code this time. Lots of images of pigs from animated film. I think it was like the Three Pigs story, animated, and a few other things in there as well. You might have seen there was like a wolf in like Granny's clothing as well, a wolf in disguise in there. So a few different images. There's also like meat hanging up in a butcher's. And so I think there's probably more to be decoded from those images. But there's already been so much. There's already been so much. First thing that jumps out is the URL. You can see 1911. So www.com/1911. That was the URL that this was based on, where it was uploaded. Now, that's really interesting because 1911 is the same number that was on the hat that Bray wore when he was the Mad Hatter. So obviously, this is all Alice in Wonderland, kind of children's story themed. And here we've got Bray dressed as the Mad Hatter with that number on his hat. As well as that, it was also the time that was on the alarm clock in the Firefly Funhouse. Now, what I would say about this is it's not quite the same because obviously the number was 1911. This is 1119, but I'm sure you can agree it's still of interest. It is worth mentioning as well that The Fiend debuted on the 11th of August, 2019. So that was his debut, his in-ring debut. So again, there's an 11 and a 19 is in there. It's on the clock. It's on his hat. So lots very interesting about this number. The other thing as well is it is one of the zip codes for Philadelphia. Now, that is where Extreme Rules is taking place. The zip code is 19110. That's one of the zip codes. And that is where Extreme Rules is taking place. So those are the first thoughts, the early thoughts as to what 1911 is. I'm sure there's going to be tons more connections found. I've already seen people looking back to see what happened in 1911 and things along those lines. So we'll see what else comes out from that. I'm sure there'll be another video on White Rabbit stuff that we can do tomorrow, but these are the early thoughts, early theories. Next up, so the Morse code. I must admit, my first thoughts was that the Morse code was going to say who killed the world or feed your head, because those have been messages that we've had pretty consistently. Actually, we never got those messages, or so far those messages have not shown themselves in this clue. They might be hidden in there somewhere, but they haven't been found yet. What the Morse code actually said was Azazel Reborn. Now, this is obviously quite a tricky one because I don't know who Azazel is, but Azazel apparently in Jewish legends is a demon or an evil spirit. In the ancient rite of Yom Kippur, which is a day of atonement, a scapegoat was sent bearing the sins of the Jewish people. Now, there's a lot that we can go in here. I don't think we need to go too deep. I think the fact that Azazel is a demon or an evil spirit that's enough for me, right? So it's a demon or an evil spirit in Jewish kind of folklore, Jewish legend. Apparently, this features in a lot of kind of films and TV shows. And so there's a few connections that can be found. I think the most interesting that I was sent was by Sila. Sila said that Azazel sang "Time is on My Side" in the film Fallen in 1998. Now, what's really interesting about that is that Bray sings "Time is on My Side" in this promo. This promo again being connected to these clues. You might remember that patricide was one of the clues about killing your father, someone that kills their father. And in this promo, Bray talks about that. I think "Come With Me" was also something that was found in one of the earlier clues. And Bray says that in this promo as well. And now here he is in this promo singing "Time is on My Side." And we've got Azazel singing that in a film, in 1998 film called Fallen. And Azazel is singing that. And Azazel, as we said, Azazel Reborn, that is what the Morse code said that was in this clue. So it's very prominent in this clue. So just another link to Bray and another link to this promo. This is one of the images. For those of you that still haven't seen the actual clue this week, there was lots of these kinds of images that were in there, animated pigs from the story, The Three Little Pigs. And this was pointed out by Harley. Harley said that they actually say "let me in" during that story. So I've got it here like, let me in, said the fox. So again, just another link to Bray Wyatt. Whilst we were trying to decode this QR code, this appeared in the background during the show. This said, "Revel in what you are." And apparently, I can't make it out, but people have zoomed in. And just next to the R, it's got a little rabbit. So this is connected. I don't know what the lettering style is like. Like the A seems a bit weird. Same with the H, actually. Like, I don't know, maybe that can be zoomed in and maybe there's a bit more there. But revel in what you are. Now, what's interesting about this is it connects to I thought I had the tweet lined up. There is a tweet that Bray sent out. And let me see if I can find that. Revel in what you are. Bravo, Rob Schamberger. This is a beauty. So basically, Bray sent a tweet out saying exactly that back in 2019. 2019, he sent out a tweet that said "revel in what you are." Next, we go to the source code of this, and the source code said "drink more Ovaltine." So this was hidden in the source code of this clue. Now, "drink more Ovaltine." This is connected to a Christmas story, and apparently the boy in that film is trying to decode a message, and the only thing he can find is a message saying "drink more Ovaltine." So this is just a little red herring, if you will. It's just a little nod towards that and a Christmas story, which is just fun. Apparently in that film, he dresses as a pink bunny. So there is a connection still. But yeah, that was kind of fun. Drink more Ovaltine hidden in here. The final bits that we're getting to, these are really interesting. Sean Ross Sappers found these. I do want to shout out like New York State of Mind. I want to shout out Harley, as we said. I want to shout out RSE. I mean, look, tons. I could sit here just shouting names out. So many of you in the watch along on Twitter, send in this stuff over. It's brilliant. A massive thank you to everyone that sent stuff through, because to have this full picture, to have this kind of a full picture, you know, like an hour or so afterwards, there's no way I'd be able to do this on my own. So it is all down to this community, and it is all down to you guys. But yeah, Sean Ross Sapp sent out some really interesting messages. He put one out that said that if you actually click on some of the images and look at the file names of the images, one of them actually points towards season 10, episode 6 of The Simpsons, of all things. But apparently in that song, in that episode, White Rabbit is played. White Rabbit is played. Season 10, episode 6, White Rabbit is played. So that was really cool. But then the last one, this is going to absolutely blow your mind. This one I think is going to, if you've not heard this, this is something that I think is really, really going to stick with you. This, we found this, again, Sean Ross sat putting it out, but we found and played this during the watch along. So I've got a clip of our watch along. Listen to this message. One of the file names was a telephone number. When you recorded the message and played it backwards, this is what you heard.
The way into the city of woe. I am the way into eternal sorrow. Bravo, Echo, Lima, Alpha, India, Romeo. I am the way into the city of woe. I am the way into eternal sorrow.
How crazy is that? How crazy is that? So the letters, the code actually spells out Bel Air, and my first thought was Bianca, but actually that is part of Philadelphia. So again, I think we're pointing towards Extreme Rules there. That's thanks to Jeremiah, who found that and pointed that out. The City of Woe and all that stuff, I think that relates to some Bray tweets and things that have been put out as well. So I think Bray has tweeted out about the City of Woe previously. So again, all of this seems to be pointing towards Bray. It's so hard now to find links or connections to anyone else, to be honest. But I would even say that voice sounds like Bray. Like we have actually, potentially, I can't say 100%, because obviously it can always be manipulated, but that really does sound like Bray's voice. That is huge. That is huge. So, yeah, I mean, look, I keep saying it. I'm still trying to keep an open mind, but the evidence is overwhelming. It's overwhelming. Like, it's just constantly Bray now. And I said during the watch along, I think if WWE had put clues out that pointed towards Carrion, pointed towards Alexa, pointed towards Finn, and they had something that pointed to Bray, but it was just, one thing that amongst like a lot of different things. I think they could get away with that if it turned out not to be Bray, but there's too much now. If this isn't Bray and this is a swerve, like there will be a big backlash now, because everything is pointing towards Bray. Everything is pointing towards Bray. We're even potentially hearing his voice. So, yeah, that's everything we've got so far. Obviously, there's going to be more, but I wanted to get this out there so that you know the very latest. We will do another video. I probably won't do it tonight. I'll probably just wait and see what else there is. Get it out tomorrow. I don't know if we do a live stream or whatever. Might be a video in truth, because I think it's probably a better way of presenting this stuff. And then at least it's not like an hour long as well. So, yeah, if you do find anything, let me know. Anything that's kind of doing the rounds we've not mentioned, put it in the comments below. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.